probably say it's been over 10 years since I've been back into these halls.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going on about 12 right now. I graduated in 2007, so it's really exciting for me to come out. I got my Lehman pride here, representing with y'all for the Lions. I'm excited to tell my story and hopefully can inspire everybody here.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Morning, Kings and Queens. My name is David. I played here for 4 years?
4 years. Yeah.
Straight. From 08 to 2012, I played with this guy here for 3 years, and I graduated and went to Post from there and played football. So everything's been football. So I know me walking in with 2 canvases is probably a big contrast, but we're gonna get into that a little bit. I'm gonna hopefully provide you guys a little bit of perspective, not just what you want to do with your life, but perspective on how to go about that, because we all have big goals and dreams of where we want to get to, but the avenues and different lanes in which you get there is always going to be different for each individual. So we're going to break that down a little bit.
Right. I guess I'll lead it off, guys. All right, guys, we can loosen up a little bit. Y'all look very serious. So what we're trying to do today, guys, is we're trying to spark some type of light into you, for say. We're trying to motivate you guys to know that sometimes there's routes that we take in life that aren't traditional, right? Sometimes there's routes that we take that don't include college or what's considered a successful route. But I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Your success is specifically that, your success. Whatever it is that you define as happiness and success is how you should go about your life, and that's what you should reach to obtain. And what I mean by that is, for example, my brother David, we graduated out of Lehman together in 2012. He went straight to junior college, from junior college straight to LIU, graduated, did everything that he possibly could to balance football and academics, finished his degree. He's working, he's doing things independently and externally, and all of that came from an academic route. When we both came out together, it took me a little bit of more time to finish school. I went to several different schools. I tried to hold on to my football career. I didn't begin my entrepreneurial journey until maybe about 2 years ago or so. All right, guys, so I say all of that to let you know this. If you're ever feeling lost, or if you're ever feeling as if, damn, I don't know what it is that I want to do with my career or what it is that I want to do with my life, my best advice is to jump off of cliffs. And I'm serious, and what I mean by, not literally, but what I mean by that is life and success is about taking risk, right? And the greatest risk is taking no risk at all. So when I say jump off of cliffs, and my brothers can attest to this, I'm the type of person, if I believe in that vision, I'm willing to jump into the ocean for it. Never mind what I'll lose, never mind what's gonna happen to me in the process. I'm already from the bottom, I have nothing to lose. So my mentality, just being here, from here, born and raised in the Bronx, is if I came from nothing, I have everything to gain. And I'm pretty sure you guys can all relate to that. So my advice is to jump off the cliffs. And one thing about entrepreneurs is, bless honey.
Bless you.
One thing about entrepreneurship is when you jump off of cliffs, you learn how to build a plane on your way down. So that is my advice. And serial entrepreneurship literally just means that you want to own multiple businesses. And the business that I currently own is my LLC, which is a limited liability company called Bethel Films NY. So that is my film production company where I independently write, edit, shoot, direct, and make and cast all of my own films independently. And I also provide services with my equipment rentals. And there's 5 types of businesses, all right? And I'm gonna end it on this note right here, okay, guys? So you have what's called a sole proprietorship, all right? You have what's called a partnership, an S corporation. You have an enterprise, and then you have a limited liability company, all right? So that, it sounds like, whoa, what is all of this? Guys, the most important thing is what's called liability versus unlimited liability. So liability means that any type of damages, lawsuits, problems, anything that you owe, all right? If you are a corporation or a partnership, for say, you have what's called like full liability. If anything ever happens, you have to pay for that. Like you're liable for all of that. If you went out of business and you have a partnership, whatever your stake into that company was, they can come and take that. If they have limited liability, if you have limited liability, they can even go as far as to going in your house and taking your furniture. So with unlimited liability, it cannot do that. So with me, I have an LLC, a limited liability company. If anything was to ever happen to me and I was liable for something, the government is here to help me with that. So guys, that is my production company. That is the definition of serial entrepreneurship, and that is my advice to you.
What's up? So just to start it off real quick, We're gonna take this side of the room and we're gonna say Lehman, and then this side of the room you're gonna say Lions, all right? Lehman, and then Lions, right?
Lions.
All right, so on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Lehman. Lions.
I need energy.
Lehman. Lions. Lehman. Lions.
That's what's up, and that's where y'all from. Y'all here, this is your school. Take accountability. So because this the chant. But yeah. My name is Paul Perez. I came to the school in 2003. Many of y'all probably weren't even born or just been born, so it's making me feel extra old right now as I came in earlier. But yes, I came in 2003 to 2007. The school looks very much the same, if not better. I like the energy that y'all coming in with. I like the environment, the aesthetics, and I like the fact that you guys are attentive. And the best thing of all of this is that I see in your eyes opportunity. I see nothing but a possibility of doing bigger and better things for yourself. Now, I'm coming to you, telling you that I'm from you. I am where you're from. And just to start it off real quick, I just want to go out throughout the room real quick. Just say your name, where you're from, and what's your ethnicity, and what's your dreams.
My name is Leanna. Where I'm from?
Yeah, where you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
That's what's up, Nick. We're in the Bronx. If you're from the Bronx, we get it. But we're in the Bronx.
Parkchester area.
Parkchester.
I feel
Okay.
like I was raised in Melbourne.
Okay, that's what's up. What's your dreams?
And I would like to be a pediatrician.
Pediatrician. Very nice. And yourself, King?
That's
what's up.
And what else?
What's your ethnicity?
Bengali.
Bengali. That's what's up. We out here.
What else?
What's your dream goal?
Aspirations. Dream goal.
I'd become a pro boxer.
Okay, that's what's up. Prince Nassim, he was a boxer. I like that. You over here, King?
My name is Arian. I'm from Kosovo. I'm Albanian. And my goal is to become a basketball player, but I know that I ain't going anywhere.
Okay, but that's a goal though. Listen, Porzingis, you never know. Salute. You know? What, you over there, King? What's up?
I'm from my village, I want to be a soccer player.
Pardon me, I couldn't hear you.
My name is Famid, I'm from my village, I want to be a soccer player. That's my
Okay, a soccer player, that's what's up. Very nice. Yourself?
Let's say these. Hold on. Let's say these dreams nice and loud.
Yeah.
Cause I don't believe you.
Yeah, we gotta speak this into the
We
universe.
leave it there.
Come on, Mom. Speak it into the universe.
My name is Mohammed Mahmood.
Right,
Okay.
right.
My ethnicity is from Pakistan, but I was born in the Bronx,
Hey.
Parkchester.
Rochester, okay.
And I wanna have a degree in computer science because like I love for coding.
Let me tell you something. Data is the new currency. You can create an algorithm that can change the world. Your family is gonna be set for the rest of your life. Stay with computer science.
Yeah, that guy right there is gonna be a billionaire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over here in the back, bro. Go ahead, talk to me. Come on. What's your name? Where you from? What's your ethnicity? And what's your dreams?
My name is Fitz.
Okay.
From Coa. I live in Coa.
Alright, Co-op City, that's what's up.
Do something with basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah, my backup is be a coach.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's
That's
good.
good. We need a lot of those, especially black leaders in the community. Your name, Queen?
You or me?
Oh, yeah, you. Both of you. No, go ahead. You leaving too. Go ahead.
I'm a teacher.
What's your name? Last name. What's your last name?
What's the last name?
What's your last
Miss
name?
Emmanuel, to you guys. What is ethnicity? I'm Jewish.
Okay.
But I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Westchester.
Rochester?
No,
And,
Westchester.
Oh, Westchester. That's what's up. A little bit outside of the Bronx, but okay.
I like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we are.
We'll adopt you.
And this is my dream job. This is a great job. I love.
Oh, that's
We
awesome.
living in your
She's
dreams.
living her dream, man.
She said I love it.
My name is Iman.
Okay.
I'm from the Metro Communities here, like down Westchester Square.
Nice.
And I want to be an English teacher.
English teacher. Wow, very nice. So you can learn.
We got some teachers.
Yourself, Queen?
My name is Sashari. I'm from Sri Lanka and I want to be a nurse.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome.
We need medical.
Awesome.
Who are you, King?
Yeah, who are you?
You all know me. My name's Bobby. I'm from the Bronx.
Yeah, Bobby.
Where at? Where
Um,
at?
St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence, okay.
And I wanted to pursue like technology in like college, and based off a career off of that. And I was thinking maybe later on, who knows, doing like gaming as well.
Very nice. Yeah, that's the future. That's the way.
That's
A lot of
crazy.
people spend
No,
their whole lives in there.
Data is the new currency. Remember,
Oil.
data is the new
That's
currency.
oil.
Yes.
Think about back in those days when they struck oil.
Yes.
That's what data is.
Data is the new.
Well, what it's becoming.
Guys, study information systems. I promise you.
And yourself, King?
My name is Alex Melendez. I'm Puerto Rican and I was born in the Bronx.
Wait, we're in the Bronx.
In the Williamsburg section.
Okay, that's what's up. So not too far. 8 bus. Okay, I see you. And what's your dreams and aspirations?
To be a train conductor.
A train conductor? Okay, listen. As long as you get people there safe and on time, we appreciate you, bro.
That's a solid family career job.
And you know what? You get a good pension.
Absolutely. Right, yes, absolutely.
Yourself, King?
Alright, my name is Brandon Jimenez. My ethnicity is Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Okay, get a little bit.
Yeah, I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Where at?
Huh?
Where in the Bronx?
Like in Castle Hill.
Okay, Castle Hill.
And I have
J-Lo.
two main goals in life. One is to become a Navy SEAL, and another one is to become a computer scientist.
Nice, very nice. Look,
Computer science.
both good stuff.
That's another computer science.
And you,
Let me ask you, wait, before
go ahead.
we move on. Do the three of y'all know each other like personally?
No.
Oh, me and Brady. You're all in the
yeah.
same class. What you?
Hey, I know what he's I'm not being rude. I know what
I'm
he's
just, I had to ask
Yeah.
because all three of you are doing the same thing and you're doing it separately.
I'm getting excited. I'm getting
You're
excited.
doing it separately, so all three of your brains are working on three different individuals. Whereas if you three work together, you have to make a group thing. You guys can probably get, a lot further.
Y'all are economics together.
Yeah,
Anything they offered that when I was there.
I don't know why.
economics is where it's at. Definitely.
Data is
You
Data,
quit.
oh wait, before you go there, guys, let's bring the voices down, please, all right? And then listen to, I get real pumped when I hear entrepreneurial type of things. The point that he mentioned when you three guys knowing each other, I want to let you know that Mark Zuckerberg, when he was in his dorm room, he had multiple friends in his dorm room with him. They all had one common goal. He presented Facebook to him. Three of them stayed, one of them left. Guess who's not the billionaire today? The woman. You three guys can get together and you can do exactly what he did at Harvard, and he dropped out right after
Just
that.
keep in perspective.
Absolutely.
You're in
Keep that
high
into
school.
perspective. Yes.
And not even
You're
just
still
yes.
in high school, which means you still have, what grade are you guys?
Seniors.
Seniors. Oh man.
What? Which means
Ready.
literally.
I'm excited.
And this is important too because we're all looking to go into college and whatnot. Being that you three specifically are in the field, are interested in the field that you're interested in, it is my personal take. You don't have to believe me, you don't have to listen or whatever. It's my personal take that within those fields you do not need to go to college.
I agree.
That's
But we are not telling you not
I'm
to
not
go.
saying don't go because college is a great experience. You can learn a lot about yourself, grow, meet people, network, the whole nine. And having that piece of paper, that bachelor, it helps a lot when you're older. And I'm not saying, not to do that. But what I'm saying is, if you know that this is what you want to do, that is a field that I'm telling you that you do not need to go to college for. There's workshops everywhere. You can take the AWS, Google Analytics or whatever and get certified and go work for Google and make 6 figures out of high school. So I'm just saying, if that's really what you're interested in and that's what you want to do, just look into it. Because that's the place that you're going now. All you guys are in transition, right? All of you are in transition from high school to where, everything's figured out for you, planned, set. And now you're going out into the real world, quote unquote, where you got to figure it out yourself. No one's really going to be here. There's no set schedule Monday through Friday for between 8 and 3:30 that this is where you got to be at this specific time. There's no one holding you accountable for that. And accountability from here on out is the word you need to hold on to closely. But I'm just saying, just look into it.
In addition to that, I would say right here, this is cooperative economics. So just because you may not be in the computer field or in the nursing field or in the English field, that doesn't mean that you guys can't correlate with each other and work together.
Keep them in your circle.
One of my best friends who I actually grew up with, went to Lehman with. We went to Buffalo with. He went to UB. I went to Buff State, and he graduated. We still are best friends to this day. Just went to his wedding in Dominican Republic, and he has his own clothing brand.
Nice.
And this is his clothing brand, and it's being sold in LA. And these are the pants here. The pants. Let me just get my little modeling on. These are his pants that he's designed. So it just goes to show you that you don't have to be just in one sector, one field. Entrepreneurship, let alone just investing, period. Investing in yourself, investing in your education. I also brought my bachelor and my master's degree. This is my master's degree, so y'all can see what that looks like.
That's amazing.
This is a bachelor's degree.
I love
just to show y'all what that looks like. And this is also my stole that I got from my lodge when I had graduated and got my master's degree. So you can see what that looks like. So I'm also a Mason too. And I also came from where you come from. So that's why we're asking around collectively everybody's dreams and goals, because when you say it, as King David had alluded to, you're putting it out there into the world, it's going to turn into fruition. So what you think, you say. What you say, you believe. What you believe, you do. And you have to be intentional with your words and your actions. And that's what's going to hold you accountable. So now when we're all going around in this room and we're asking you what's your name, what's your ethnicity, where you're from, and most importantly, what are your dreams, that's going to help us keep everybody accountable.
I have a question.
So I just wanted to get to everybody real quick, just so everybody can have, and then we'll go through the questions. Yes, so Queen? Just so we can continue this on. You went, right? Or no? You went? Okay, what's your name, your ethnicity, where you from, and what's your dreams?
I'm Naomi Almestica. I'm
Okay.
from the Bronx. I was born here, and I moved around a little bit when I was little.
Cool. That's what's up.
I'm very mixed up, but I'd like to say I'm mostly Puerto Rican and Venezuelan.
Okay, that's what's up.
And the dream is game development and character design.
Very nice.
So I do coding and art at the same time.
Wow, very nice. What's your name, King? Sean Matos? Okay.
I grew up in the Bronx.
Okay.
I am Puerto Rican, Irish, and a little bit Swedish.
Okay.
And mostly, I say I want to go into do writing and entertainment.
Okay, writing. You want to be a writer? You have an influencer right here in the room that you can learn from.
Yeah, I'm a screenwriter, brother.
That's what's up. And yourself, King? Because you out here in the middle of Thanksgiving with no pants and no hoodie.
Leave me alone, it's fine.
You from Thrasher?
No. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, so that's my hoodie. Still, my name is Isaiah Roman. I'm Puerto Rican. I grew up in the Bronx and a little bit in Brooklyn as well.
Cool.
And I either want to be a video game designer,
Okay.
coding expert, or something to do with science like forensics. Or I want to do with science like forensics or be a biochemist.
Nice, very nice. You have your Chem 1 classes and you have your bio classes, so make sure you're paying attention because that's what's going to transcend you to get into your field of industry, okay? Yourself, King?
I'm Isaiah. I'm Isaiah Coakley.
Okay.
Grew up St. Lawrence. I want to be two things: is computer science and video game design. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. That's a whole team. And yourself, Queen?
My name is Amanda. I am Puerto Rican and Central American. I was born in the Bronx. And my dreams are to have my own company with Disney and animations. And then if that doesn't turn out how I wanted to, be a pediatrician like this right here.
Okay, very nice. You got good plans. Love it. I'm gonna be accountable. So there was 3 individuals that happened to come in late, but that's all right. We're gonna include y'all in here. So we're gonna start with you, King, with the high top.
Everybody know my name, right?
No, but yes. No.
So we need your name, your ethnicity, where you from, your whole name, your ethnicity, where you from, and what's your dream?
My name is Devontae Richards. Y'all don't know my name. I'm Jamaican, but I was born here.
and I'm trying to be a therapist.
Nice, very nice. They need that, and there's good money in that. Very nice. We got two more over there. So you came with the red hoodie?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My name's Enzo Perez. I'm a Bronx native. I've been here my whole life.
Cool.
And my dream, I'm still trying to find that myself.
Okay. That's all right.
Be like that. Be like that.
So you're better like me.
I love that. And we got one more.
And you in the back, Queen?
Okay, so my name is Ifa Chowdhury. I came from Bangladesh and I want to be a mechanical engineer.
Very nice. I just wanted to go around and make sure that everybody was able to state who they're from, who state their name, and where they're from, what their ethnicity is, because all of those make you who you are today. And moving forward, you will always represent that. No matter where you go, you're always going to represent where you're from and your ethnicity. And most importantly, what your dreams are, what your goals are. Yes, they may change. However, stick to it. Stick to your goals and network. The power of connecting. Steve Jobs, as Brother King over here had alluded to earlier, of individuals who are making moves and pioneers in the industry. Steve Jobs always talks about connecting the dots. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. No. I'm actually not the smartest. When I graduated, and I just passed around my bachelor's and my master's degree,
Right.
I graduated Lehman with a 78 average. Now my history was phenomenal, but my math was trash. But here's this. So my math was trash. I still graduated, went to Buff State, got my bachelor's degree, got my master's, and now I'm doing loans for people in real estate, and I've done over $8.2 million of deals within 2 years. And I really was bad with math, but it's what you put your mind to. So that right here, this is the most important muscle or tissue or body part that you have, right? Let's be technical, tissue, right? So make sure that you are using that effectively. So just to finish it off, and then I'm gonna stop talking, just the last two individuals that had came in, we just wanted to know what's your name, where you're from, your ethnicity, and what your dreams are, okay? So he's thinking a little bit too hard. I'm gonna go to her real quick. State your name, Queen, and then we'll go to you, King.
My name is Ranju. What's the other question?
What's your ethnicity? Country of origin?
I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam? Very nice. I like bun bees. Go ahead. Where you from?
New York.
Where in New York?
I was born in Manhattan.
Okay, so Manhattan into the Bronx, very nice. And then what are your dreams? Pediatrician, very nice. And you can? Okay, you?
My name is Leo.
Uh-huh.
I'm from here, and my coach is I'm Mexican.
Very nice. Well, you're a hard worker. I like that. Appreciate it. What's your goal?
To get out of school.
All right. But what? Everybody's gonna leave. We all left. Now, what are you gonna do after you leave? What are you doing after you leave?
I honestly don't know yet.
What do you want to do after you leave?
I don't know.
All right, okay. Undecided? All right, definitely look into something. Get a passion. Because if you don't have a passion, you're going to be misguided and you just go anywhere. And going anywhere doesn't mean that you're going to make money to take care of yourself and your family.
I don't think you need a passion to do that, though.
Passion? No?
You don't need to be passionate to provide for your family.
Facts. All right, guys, listen, panel debate.
Find something that you're naturally good at. Because everyone that's passionate about something wasn't always passionate about that thing. That was just something that they like to do.
Okay.
And then once they started seeing the results from that, the ROI, the return on their investment from all the time that they put in, then that's when they started to, okay, maybe I could do something with this. And then they started to take it a bit more serious to where it became, I can't go a day without doing this. That's when it became a passion. But before, it was just, oh, this is easy. I like doing this. That's why they say when you don't really work when you love what you do. Because you're just doing it. It's just something you do every day. It's just like a regular day for you. It's not like, I gotta wake up and go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something you, like, all you guys that are interested in computer science and whatnot, when you get down to coding, it doesn't feel like all these hours that you're putting in have passed. You look up and, oh damn, 8 hours then went by. And it's like that because it's your passion now. But before, there are things that you just know you have to do or whatever, or that you just have a bit of interest in that could potentially turn into a passion. But right now, I'd say try to find that thing or a few things. That's the point of this age that you're at. And I wish someone told me that when I was your age, because at your age, my life was set in stone, I felt. Like, I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
I was right next to you.
Exactly where I was going. Bro, he could tell you verbatim.
I was right
every
next to
single
him.
day, everything I did was football related.
Every day.
Every single
day.
Every second of every day, I did nothing else. I was walking down the hallway, I was spinning off of people and teachers. Like I was in class writing, instead of doing work, I'm doing X's and O's and going over plays. Every single second of every day, that's what I did.
We got it.